Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm a member of St Botolph's Church, and I'd like to share a few thoughts with you this morning. I wonder if you are a bookworm, whether you are drawn as if by a magnet to every bookshop that you pass. Second-hand bookshops, new bookshops, whatever. We've always been like that, and when we moved house 5 years ago, we had books everywhere, in every cupboard, in every room, even the cupboard in the bathroom, and even in the wardrobe. And the drawer under the bed under my husband's side was so full of books that the bottom had bowed out and we had to force it open. When I was growing up, we had no television, so books and music were our entertainment. We used to sit round a fire on winter evenings and read stories and poetry, and we just loved books. For the last 7 years of his life, my husband couldn't read a book or hold it to read, so he started a new library on his Kindle, and by the time he died we had 300 books on there, which I still have. Mostly Christian theological books, but a few novels as well. But the library, the Bible is like a library. I like to think of it like that. There are 66 books in it, 39 books in the Old Testament and 27 in the New. The Old Testament is a bit like a sandwich, really. There are 17 books to start with which relate history. There are 17 books at the end called prophecy, which relate the future right to the end of time. And in the middle there is a tasty filling of literature, or the wisdom books: Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes and Song of Songs. I would like to dip into this library today and pull out a very slender book written by a prophet called Zephaniah. He lived in a time of impending disaster when the Babylonian Empire was about to engulf the nation of Israel and carry them off into slavery. But there was a remnant of people who trusted God, and this is what Zephaniah said to them. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with loud singing. You may be thinking, why would God delight in me? I'm a nobody. I don't do anything special. I can't preach or teach or cook meals for the elderly or run a creche. Well, firstly, you are here because of God's design and purpose. He has made you in his image, with a mind to think with, a heart to love with, and an ability to create beauty, whether in art or music or just in everyday tasks. Secondly, because God is mighty to save. You see, we belong to God twice when we believe in Jesus. Once because he made us, and secondly because he bought us. Fear not, he says, I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When Jesus died on the cross, he paid the full price of sin, so that when we believe in him, we are no longer our own. We are bought with a price. Why did he pay this enormous cost to buy us back? Was it because we were so lovely, so desirable? No, because while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Jesus paid that price to redeem us, to buy us back from a destructive way of life that leads to death, to a new life in which we become his treasured possession. That is why God takes delight in you, because you are his treasured possession. And it says he will quiet you with his love. There is so much fear around at the moment. Fear of catching the coronavirus, fear of losing our job, fear of financial ruin, of loved ones falling sick and even dying alone. These are very real fears. But if you bring these fears to the one who has conquered death and who gives us hope in this life and the next, he will quiet you with his love. He pours out his love on us. He lavishes us with it. And how can he do this? Because it is his very nature. God is love. And he loves us not because of what we have done or not done, but just because we belong to him and we are his treasured possession. So I pray that you will know the joy of this verse from Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with loud singing. Thank you.